And this thing is affecting almost Africa again, because when Igbo create problem and they start pursuing them, they will say they are now sending Africa away. They are now pursuing Africa out of their country. Let's face the fact, they are not pursuing Africa out of their country. They are not sending away Africa anywhere. They are pursuing Igbo. We try to see it like they are pursuing Nigeria, but when you go deeper and look at the history, they are not pursuing Nigeria. The people causing problem, tarnishing the image of Nigeria.
So back then, Calabar, Ikom, all these places were known as the eastern region of Nigeria until the creation of states that have now made us, you know, states by state. So due to that, up till now, the Hausas and some Yorubas, some Hausas still believe that I am Igbo, because it was like that back in the days. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking. My name is Lillian, that is if you are new here. I hope you hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification so you don't miss a video on here. Please do it to give this video a like. This video is coming late, but no problem. It doesn't matter how long it took for it to be here, but this video has to come here because it is what I have always been on for a while now. I mean, that is re-echoing the voices of people that have something to say to Ghanaians. So I saw this video of a Cameroonian man. This video is trending massively and I felt like, okay, maybe my subscribers may not have seen it as well, so let me present it to you here. So I'm going to let the video roll. Maybe I'll have one or two to say. Keep watching.
Cameroonian today because Igbo pursue us from Nigeria. In our history, we learned that we separated from Nigeria because of the attitude of Igbo toward us. But the other part of Cameroon that joined Nigeria, I'm talking that was attached to northern part of Nigeria, they never separated from Nigeria. They were happily with the northern part of Nigeria. This video, I want to talk concerning what is happening between Nigeria and Ghana. I want to deal particularly with Igbo. Let's first start with Cameroon. When you check the map of Cameroon, and if you are in Nigeria, you understand the history of your country, you will notice that parts of Cameroon joined Nigeria, while parts of Cameroon also separated from Nigeria and returned to Cameroon. When you look at this map of Nigeria, you will understand that part of Cameroon joined the northern part of Nigeria, but another part of Cameroon, the southern Cameroon, separated from Igbo. I'm trying to explain to you to understand the attitude of Igbo. We learn history, our parent school in Nigeria, Enugu, and we understand the history of Nigeria. During the time we joined the Eastern House of Assembly in Nigeria, Igbo gave Southern Cameroonian only two posts, which is Minister of Labor and Minister of Work. This is for you to understand what is happening between Igbo and Ghana. So in our history, we are Cameroonian today because Igbo pursue us from Nigeria. In our history, we learned that we separated from Nigeria because of the attitude of Igbo toward us. But the other part of Cameroon that joined Nigeria, I'm talking that was attached to northern part of Nigeria, they never separated from Nigeria. They were happily with the northern part of Nigeria because those people were welcoming. But when you come to the south, Igbo man want to treat you like animal. Igbo is like a cancer that if not handled carefully, it is going to destroy you. The same problem that this tiny country I always talk about in Middle East have is the same thing that Igbo have. Igbo man will want to dominate and control you, but they will not want to listen to you. If you sit with an Igbo man for 30 seconds, he will explain everything concerning Biafra to you, but he will not want to listen to you. He will say anything that will make you to like Igbo culture, but he will not want to listen to your culture. So what Ghanaians are fighting for, we Cameroonians know what they are fighting for because we share border with Igbo. We have been with Igbo. We have been in their House of Assembly, the Enugu House of Assembly before 1957 when we decided to separate from them and join Cameroon. We describe Nigeria as fire, French Cameroon as deep water, but we decided to be with French Cameroon. Igbo treated us bad, and right inside our history as Southern Cameroon, it is widely said that we separated from Nigeria because of Igbo policy toward us, not the Nigerian policy. We Southern Cameroonians have no problem with Nigeria. When I see somebody from Southern Cameroon saying that they are fighting the same cause with the Igbo, which are the Biafra, that is not true. We have nothing in common with the Biafra. These are people that pursue us out of Nigeria. These are people that dominated us in the Eastern House of Assembly in Enugu. These are people that treated us like animals. There is this touch and buy policy that happened in Nigeria, where no Southern Cameroonian was given a bargaining power. Anything you touch, you need to purchase it at a price that an Igbo man tell you. This is the same attitude that 99% of Igbos still have today. They try to dominate you. They try to make sure that they force you to believe only in their own culture. And that is what they are taking to Ghana. Every tribe that share border with Igbo will never be in peace with Igbo. Every tribe. Just go to Nigeria. Go to any country where there are Igbo, there are problems. That is a simple fact. Where Igbo share borders, there are problems. Name any tribe in Nigeria that share border with Igbo and they are not having issues. Name any country that accommodate Nigeria and you are not hearing Igbo, they are causing problems. That is the attitude of Igbo. Igbo are like cancer. The same problem that the tiny country is causing in Middle East is the same problem that Igbo is causing. We try to ignore it, but that is what is happening. The image of Nigeria is tarnished, not because of the Hausa, not because of the Yoruba. How many Yoruba or Hausa do you see outside, out of Nigeria? How many of them? You hardly see Yoruba or Hausa men out of Nigeria. The image of Nigeria is tarnished by Igbo. I'm someone that speaks the truth irrespective of how you feel. The image of Nigeria is being tarnished by Igbo. And this thing is affecting almost Africa again, because when Igbo create problem and they start pursuing them, they will say they are now sending Africa away. They are now pursuing Africa out of their country. Let's face the fact, they are not pursuing Africa out of their country. They are not sending away Africa anywhere. They are pursuing Igbo. We try to see it like they are pursuing Nigeria, but when you go deeper and look at the history, they are not pursuing Nigeria. The people causing problem, tarnishing the image of Nigeria and the image of Africa are one tribe, which is the Igbo. The same problem the tiny country is causing in Middle East is the same problem Igbo is causing all over the world. That is the same problem. So many Igbo will come here to insult me, but I speak out of experience. I have been with Nigeria. We have lived with Nigeria. We have the same constitution with Nigeria. We have the same government with Nigeria. Our people school in Nigeria and we understand who are the Igbos. If Igbo are good, what makes Southern Cameroonian to separate from Nigeria? So Cameroon joined Nigeria. The northern part of Cameroon that joined Hausa, the same Hausa that Igbo is telling us that are bad people, never separated from Nigeria. But the southern Cameroon that joined Igbo, that claim to be angel, the only angel in Nigeria, are the one that separate from Igbo. And in our history, we grow up to learn that Igbo are not good people. So I will not cover up to pretend as if it is the Yoruba or the Hausa in Nigeria that are the problem. No. We deal with Igbo everywhere. We travel, we have been with Igbo. We feel the pains that Nigerians feel outside of Africa. We walk around with Nigerians looking for job and we face the same difficulties. I once have a friend from Nigeria and we were going around looking for job. So many areas they will say they don't need Nigeria. So I decided to tell the guys that since you are the one introducing yourself as a Nigerian, just wait so that I will introduce myself as a Cameroonian. Because everywhere we enter looking for job, they will send us away that they don't need Nigeria. But as I started introducing myself as a Cameroonian, the story changed. If you are arguing, please look around you. If you are an African, look around you. How many people from Yoruba, from Hausa do you see out of Nigeria? I hardly see Yoruba or Hausa out of Nigeria. And if the image of Nigeria is being damaged, it is being damaged by those people who are leaving Nigeria, which are the Igbos. So that is the problem. The same problem we face from Igbo is the same problem Ghana is facing now. And if care is not taken, the cancer will eat them. the same cancer that is eating Nigeria, the same cancer that is eating South Africa, the same cancer that has been eating the world will eat Ghana very soon if care is not taken. So many of them came insulting me that Cameroonian don't know business. They are there to develop Cameroon. My dear, have you developed Nigeria? My dear, have you developed Igbo lands? You want to develop everywhere. You want to develop Cameroon. You want to develop Ghana. You want to develop South Africa. You want to develop Nigeria even. But you have failed to develop Igbo lands. You come to my comment section to tell me that you want to develop Cameroon. Cameroonians don't know business. We don't know business. You are there to make money and go back to Nigeria. You are not here because you are building. What are you developing in Cameroon? What are you building there? You are there to make your money. You are out of Nigeria to make your money. And if you fail to develop Igbo land, don't come to Cameroon to say that you are there to develop Cameroon. You cannot. You are there to make money. The worst aspect of this guy is when you welcome them, they will start telling you that my country is richer than your country, if not because of our government now there. If your country is richer than that country that hosts you, please go back to your country. No need insulting the country that my country is richer than this country, if not of my government now. If not of your government now, what could happen? Go and fight the government and make the country great. Stop insulting people when they welcome you. You need to submit yourself when you are welcome. You need to submit yourself. Stop believing that you are ahead of everyone once they welcome you. That is not good. Stop trying to dominate everyone. Remember to like the video and follow the page if you like.
Now, I know some people are confused because right now, if you look at the map of Nigeria and the map of Cameroon, the southern part of Cameroon, you realize that, yes, indeed, they share a border with Nigeria. And for those that are confused, you say, okay, is it not your state, Cross River, that shares boundary with Cameroon? Back in the days, so Nigeria was made up of 3 groups back then. And then so my place was part of the eastern region of Nigeria, where this man is talking about now. He's not talking about few years ago. He's talking about long time ago when Nigeria had only 3 regions. The part of Cameroon he's talking about truly shared boundary with the eastern region of Nigeria. Well, because they were onto him as usual and insulting, trying to blackmail and silence him, he went back and returned back with another video.
So many Igbo were telling me that Igbo state does not share boundary with Cameroon. Let me tell you this thing. The state of Igbo in 1957 is not the same state of Igbo of today. So many of these states you guys are using to justify are the states that were created in 2000. We are talking about history of 1957. In 1957, Nigeria have only 4 states. We are talking about the north, the Igbo state, which is at the border of Cameroon. If you want to tell us that Cameroon did not share border with Igbo state, what makes us now to skip other states to attend the House of Chief in Enugu? Are you telling us that we skip all the states at the border of Cameroon just to go and attend to the House of Chief at Enugu? Please try to reason before you comment. You don't have to use modern day map to justify historical events of 1957. We are talking about things that happened when we were not alive, not today. So before you justify, please go to 1957 map of Nigeria with states. You are going to see the states of Igbo. We don't know whatsoever name you call this other new state. The state that was dominated by Igbo. This is the state we are talking about. All the northern part of Nigeria was one state, and there was Igbo state, I think, which was the second largest state within Nigeria, and the Benin state and another smaller states. I don't like teaching you guys your history because these are things you're supposed to know. It is a shame when you come online to say that Igbo state do not share border with Southern Cameroon. Just because of your ignorance, you are using modern day map to justify your ignorance. Please, it's a shame. You guys claim to be very educated in Nigeria. It's surprised that you guys don't even know your history. You are disgracing yourself. Some people from the north are saying that it's happened, but you guys who claim to be the smartest individual in Africa don't even know. And let me remind you, I'm not a Ghanaian, but the smartest African are Ghanaian. Till date, in history, the smartest African are Ghanaian, and till date, the smartest African are still Ghanaian. These are people who got their independence when we, Nigeria and Cameroon, were still colonized. We were still serving our master. What the leaders of Ghana saw in 1957, 1950, we did not see it. Some of us are still trying to even see it. They got their independence. They fought for Africa, and what they stood for, we Africa have not yet realized. We are still learning in history that Kwame Nkrumah stood for Africa. He fought for Africa. But when it comes to us having the knowledge to really defend Africa, Ghana are the smartest Africa. We should stop deceiving ourselves that Nigerians are the smartest Africa. How come? Are you drunk? How can you defend that Nigerians are the smartest Africa? What have Nigeria done to become the smartest Africa? Who have Nigeria fought for to defend in Africa? I read posts on social media where people are saying that Nigeria fought for Africa. What? Which country did Nigeria fought for in Africa? Ghana got their independence before Nigeria. Cameroon got their independence before Nigeria. Nigeria got their independence on the 1st of October 1960. When African leaders gathered together to look for the future of Africa, and Ghana said we should unite so that we can be stronger, Nigeria stood against Africa and said no, we should not unite because of their hunger for power. Even this Arab country, Egypt, stood for Africa. They said they should unite. But Nigeria said no, they should not unite because they wanted to lead. They wanted to enjoy power. So many of you are not ashamed to come online and lie to Africa that Nigeria stood for Africa. Nigeria has been fighting for Africa. Where has Nigeria been fighting for Africa? Nigerians are the smartest youth in Africa. That is a lie. How can you be smart and you have nothing to offer to Africa? The only smartest people that I know in Africa are the Ghanaian, the people who were the first black people to understand that we are under colonization. They got their independence while we Africans were still serving our master. Those are the smartest people in Africa. Even right today, Nigeria have the population of 230 million people. Go online. How many people are talking about Africa freedom? But go to social media, you are going to see thousands of Ghanaians talking about Africa freedom because Nigeria eyes has not opened that. The day they will lead Africa freedom, the better Africa will be. So many Africans have said that the day Nigeria is going to be free, so many Africans are going to be free because Nigeria have the population, the economy and everything, but they have not yet realized that they have to lead. So many Nigeria thought they are calling the giants of Africa mean they are in everything. When they call Nigeria the giants of Africa, it means you guys have the good economy and population. Mostly it is about population because before you guys were called the giants of Africa, why your economy was not good. It is about the population and that is all. So stop believing that the giants of Africa mean you lead Africa in everything. The only thing you have is population. When we are talking about development, you know yourself. What makes Nigeria on the world map is population. That is the first thing. Music, the second thing, and movies. These are the three things that Nigeria leads in Africa. But any other thing, count Nigeria out of it. So that is what I want to say. Remember to give a like to this video.
The thing about us is we do not study our history. We just want to believe what we want to believe. You can never win telling lies. They just come back here. They want to make it seem like, okay, it was Cross River State that maltreated you people. Hey, back then, Nigeria was into 3 regions. So my state, my people were being controlled by the Eastern region. That dominated by the Igbos, our masters. Up until now, a lot of Igbos still see us like nothing. I told you guys I'm filming with a broken camera. One day I'll release that video. I'm filming with a broken camera. An Igbo man broke it. What did I do to him? I was filming at my local market and I did not film him. As a matter of fact, if I release the clips and explain it, you will see that it's not in my video. Because when I got home, I realized I needed to check and see. Maybe I realized I needed to check and see. Maybe I may have filmed him and I may have filmed the guy and not know it. Only for me to realize that I did not film him. But he came and broke my camera in my own village. I mean, I cannot do that where he comes from. something that I cannot do. I'm happy with this thing that happened in Ghana. The world is gradually getting to understand that people do not hate Nigerians. To get it, the world do not hate Nigerians. Some people are on a mission to make it seem that way. People are not comfortable with the behavior of some Nigerians, and they know themselves, but you must not say it. You have to keep quiet, because that way you hate them. You people can hate me freely. Just do that at a distance. Don't near me. Stay on your own. Make a day my own. I'm done with this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.